Hey, good morning guys, how you going? Welcome to episode 4 of the Rat series. I hope you are enjoying it. I'm loving filming it. It's another morning. It's actually Good Friday today. And yeah, I just got out the back part of the property. Yeah, I've got croaks over there. Yeah, sporadically got a bit of croaking. I know, like straight up this way is where my game camera is. But there's a heap of bucks in the next paddocks where I took my buck already this year, so just going to go slow, listen for croaks, do a fair bit of rattling hopefully. And yeah, hopefully we get something on the ground. But anyway, we're going to keep trekking. We'll follow some of these croaks if I don't hear any others. And yeah, it's pretty thick country down here. But it all opens up further down we get. But yeah, fingers crossed we get a nice old mature buck come in, or we spot one, because that'd be bloody awesome. But yeah, anyway, we'll go for our little trek and hopefully we come across something. I just come into this open paddock. I'm having had a croak for a little bit. Out there in the distance, I spotted a deer. Way out in there. I'm not sure if you can see her in the frame. I hardly can. I think that's her in the middle. Yeah, I got in the bino, so there's a doe up there. So there's a doe up there. That's a good start, it's a good sign. So I'm going to walk this way. Go all the way around the top and come down on top of them and just see how we get on like that. And yeah, hopefully there's a big boy up there croaking. The one's on the camera that I got. I'll put some photos overlay now of them I should say. There's a couple of good ones there. But yeah, anyway, we'll keep trekking. You never know what's over every next ridge, and we might have a rattle in this paddock as well, so we draw something out. So we're just going to really keep a good eye out there, because chances are it could be a buck. Anyway, we'll keep trekking. There's 4 wedge tails in here, eating on what was left of the buck that I shot the other day. Wish my camera zoomed a bit more. Bloody amazing bird. Anyway, I'm at the spot. We made it into here. Just come out of all that stuff down there. Up there, over that hill, is where that really good scrape is. Oh, I don't know where that doe's gone that was in here. She might have walked up there. I've got the wind blowing straight at me. Yeah, there's a buck over there. Right over. Anyway, I'm going to get set up and have a rattle this way and see if anything's around that might want to come in. So nothing came in here. What we're going to do, I'll go to the top of that hill, and that's where that good scrape is, where my camera is. So we'll go up there, and there's quite a good view on the other side and to the right down that way. The deer normally like to hang out, so before we check the camera, we'll pull up on this side of that big scrape, and we'll give another rattle. This might stir something up a bit harder if we go into his scrape. And we'll walk up slowly, because yeah, you never know, could be bedded up in it, or anything, you don't know. So anyway, we'll go give plan B a shot. Alright, we made it to the scrape. There is a buck croaking out that way, but he might be a bit far off. Yeah, he's not too far, I guess, but yeah, here we are. What we got. I guess they could come from down there. They could come from there, they could up the fence from out of that scrub. And yeah, there's like pretty open down here, so you got a good field of view. That buck's croaking that way. And yeah, so there's the camera. There's the scrape. Now I've got, this is like a mad setup where I'm standing here, but I got this branch, and I got this. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to get all set up, have my bows up between my legs, so I'm going to rattle, and I'm going to break both those branches. So it sort of sounds like they're really getting into it, so that will cover the noise I'm going to make by trying to get my shooting lane open. So yeah, we'll see Nothing came in. We'll go walk that way a bit, and I'll have a rattle down there, and I'm just going to go back to the ute, and we'll go try a different spot in the scrub. With this wind, we might be able to come from the top and on this spot. It's where I called that buck in that in the first series, in the first episode I believe, where yeah, he jumped, bloody winded me. I wouldn't mind getting another good look at him, or another go at him anyway. But if it's not that gully, there's the next gully over that there has a fair few deer in it, I hope. But anyway, so we can rattle a few up. I'm not sure, maybe they're all with their girls now and they don't want to leave them to fight anymore, or they hear rattle, sometimes they push all the girls away because they don't want to get involved, and they rather keep their girls than get into a fight. But we'll quickly check this camera, so many pics are on it, and yeah, then we'll probably start. We'll go down here, we'll do one more hit, walk around the scrub, and then yeah, we'll go head back to the ute and go to the next spot. I got a buck just down here. It's not too far away. I just, yeah, bloody stormed probably 300 metres very quickly just to get down here. Yeah, I've got to get down a bit further, and I'll set up and I'll start rattling. Hopefully draw him out and see what he is. Get a look at him. Right, I'm setting up a rattle right here. I just had a young deer walk past. I'm going to have a rattle and see what happens. A buck. It's not a bad one either. It's gonna win me. Getting closer. It's just up here. I can hear him running around fighting. How good is this? Oh, literally 300 $5, eh? Is what it's all about, mate. I came in with binoculars, dude, it's freaking shaking. I'm gonna get up to this next little patch, so I'll turn the camera off. I'm gonna keep trekking up. Not sure if they smelt me. I was trying to knock an arrow. They come flying at me then. I think they smelt me. Shit. I can still see him. Wow. What the hell? He was a good buck. He was going mental. Literally nearly ran me over. Yeah, because I was right. Going towards him this way, because the wind's going this way, and as he's chasing that doe, the wind of me, he didn't know what he's doing. They all just started running. They were just there, friggin' hell. What a way to bloody wrap up a morning hunt. Good Friday, 9:30. We almost got run over by a friggin' buck. I'm so pissed off because when he was coming through there, I zoomed in on him, and I put the camera against this tree. I'm trying to friggin' knock an arrow and bloody, yeah, and then try to zoom this thing back out. But then I'm like, shit, too late. Like, I couldn't get the arrow on the string, and then he's bolted around me, and I'm like, what the? Because they winded me. That was awesome. That was friggin' awesome. So yeah, he winded me, and bloody, yeah, they all just rutted. I think there's 3 of them, 3, 4, I don't know. Some went that way. One in front of me, that buck just right in front of us, right here. How good was that? Oh mate, I've never had that experience before. That was friggin' awesome, mate. I'll do that any day of the week. So I think that's it now. After that commotion, so I'm going to wrap up this morning. I'll start walking back to you. Got a few kilometre walk, but that's all good, mate. It's all part of it. It's awesome, eh? I might say something on the way out. But yeah, that was proper rut action right there, eh? Anyway, yeah, so we rattled in a buck over there. Let me tripod you, I can't stand friggin' still. Yeah, so we bloody rattled a buck in over there while I was trying to get this fella's attention. Sounded like there was 2 here. And as I was trying to get his attention, that one come in from behind me, and I got to full draw on him. And I think his GoPro's recording. Yeah, and yeah, I got the full draw on him, but I didn't really have a shot. Like, if his vitals were covered by a little stringy tree, and that's all good. It's just how it is sometimes. And yeah, like, he walked, but this was a better buck, so it's probably better that I didn't shoot at that buck, because yeah, this buck was a lot better. So I know that buck's here now. As I was stalking in here, yeah, there's all scrapes that I went past. There's one just there. I say it'd be more just up there where he was. So he had a couple of days. It doesn't get much friggin' better than that. And yeah, I call this a bloody successful morning. I finally got the arrow on, but she didn't fly, but that's all good. It's not all about the kill. Anyway, I'm gonna put my bow back on my shoulders, and we'll go for the trek out of here, eh? Got my rattles all up here, adjusted them up. Yeah, that buck's, they smelt me for sure. Anyway, we'll put that off as a massive bloody tick and win. Anyway, we'll start trekking back to Jed, and yeah, if I don't see you again, we'll be seeing you this afternoon for the arvo hunt. Morning, guys. We're out earlier today, getting out there, seeing if we can hear anything. I saw a buck on the way in, but I haven't heard any croaks yet, so we're at the same place I was yesterday morning. We're starting from the same spot, and yeah, we'll see if there's anything about. I'll have a few more rattles in spots we didn't yesterday, and hopefully we come across a buck. Yeah, anyway, thanks for sticking along this far in the rut series, but hopefully we get something done today. Anyway, we'll get stuck into it. We got our first buck spotted. Might give a rattle, see if we can rattle him in. Come on, baby. He's not interested. There he comes. Looks to be coming this way. On my binos. I'm on now. Got the old grunt, got him in. I'm not liking my wind, but anyway. Crashing that tree up. Yeah, wind is freaking awful. Come on. In you come. He's in the ditch at the minute. Come on, you're right there, mate. Come on, mate, let's go. Here. Come on, you bastard. Not a bad deer either. That buck just didn't want to come in the rest of the way. He's probably about here where I am now. And where was it? And oh, there, right. That tree there. Yeah, no, he just stalked up a bit, but yeah, buddy. He's just a bit too switched on, that fella there. He didn't want to come in. Something was bothering him while he was walking off. He had a bit of a limp looking thing. It looks like he might have had the shit bashed out of him, I'd say. That's why he was hesitant to to rattle and that. But the croak got him interested, which is weird. Like, he come in when I started croaking, but that's all good. We bloody good encounter for the morning, eh? First bloody 5 minutes from the car. Yeah, just got to work out this freaking wind now, because down here it's not blowing where it bloody well should be. But no, that was a pretty good start to the morning. Still only bloody early, so hopefully there's a lot more action to come. Right, I got 4 deer straight out there in the open. Got a white one too, which is pretty cool. I can't tell if there's a buck. They are that group of trees in the middle of the screen. So I'm going to go to that corner and I should have a better view of if there's any bucks there or not. If so, I'll set up the camera. We might do a bit of rattling, but I might doe call first just see if they would get a bit more interested. I found bucks with does don't tend to like to rattle. They tend to take them like their girls away instead of fight. They'd rather keep their girls. But anyway, I'll get off the camera now. I'm going to have another glass to make sure there's nothing I missed. And yeah, I'm going to make my move real quick to get down there. Right, I made it down to where I wanted to be for days, so moved on a bit more. I can just see that back through the grass. There's a buck going off over there, one over there. Shaping up to be a pretty good morning. I'm going to hug this fence line. Just down there is where my buck from last week or the other day, whatever it was, that's where he died. Yeah, that buck's going good. Right, I'm going to keep creeping down. I can just see the backs of these deer. I don't think the camera will pick them up with the grass. But the last thing we want to do is spook them out. I can't see him on that day over here in the middle. You just see its back. There's got to be a buck somewhere. There's a bigger body deer there, but his head's down. But yeah, that buck's getting after it. That could be the one from yesterday. I'm in the same sort of area. The one that tried to run me over. Anyway, I'm going to get my binos and have a good look at these, and then we'll keep moving up and see what happens. Everyone seems to be a bit frisky this morning. Jeez, it sounds like them riled up. Smashing through blackberries. Jesus. Something going on there. Just like that, silence. They're croaking pretty good over there and over there. And well, I went just check the camera again. At least this time there's a couple hundred photos. A few bucks and that, heap of days on the scrape this time, but yeah, everything's just gone dead quiet. We had that one buck this morning, that was pretty cool. Wish he came in. It was pretty nice, like heavy looking deer. And I was looking at him through the binos. We saw these days down in here, and no buck with them, but yeah, they're just going off in here. There's a couple of deer out there in that scrub. Everything's just gone quiet, so I'm going to walk back to the ute, Alright guys, I call it the morning. Pretty good morning. We had that buck first thing this morning, but he didn't want to play the game. I think he was a bit been bashed up or something by another deer, because he was a bit limpy as he was walking off. When I went over to try and stalk him, he was limping off up into the bush. Yeah, I'm going to combine yesterday morning's hunt and this morning's hunt together for this video. Yesterday Arvo, nothing happened. Just absolutely nothing. I had 2 bucks croaking. Couldn't coax them in, didn't know where they were. They just all shut down. Same thing happened this morning, the bucks all shut down. That's so good. We did a fair few miles this morning, and yeah, I got a heap of rattling footage and stuff, but that's pretty boring to watch. But I'll throw yesterday's in. That was where the footage is a bit blurry, I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. Like, everything happened so fast, and that deer comes screaming in, and well, as you see, yeah, nearly jumped over me and stuff. That was a bloody awesome experience. Just wish the camera was bit quicker on zoom, but that all happened in seconds. But no, that was an awesome hunt, and we had that other buck come up behind us, and the angle on that GoPro looks pretty good when I was drawn back on him. But he just didn't present a shot on the GoPro. It looks like you could sneak one through, but where I am, like that tree that was on the angle, that was blocking all his vitals. But anyway, we'll get back into it maybe this Arvo, if not tomorrow morning. I haven't heard many croaking like in the Arvos, but I'm hearing them in the morning going pretty crazy. But this morning they all shut down real early. They got pretty hot pretty quick here. But anyway, cheers for watching this episode, and bloody yeah, hopefully we'll have episode 5. I think we're up to the next one, will be episode 5, coming to you soon. And yeah, like and subscribe, and as always, we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.